హాయ్ హలో నమస్తే వెల్కమ్ టు ఎన్టీవీ నేను మీ హారిక. ఫారిన్ కంట్రీస్లో సెటిల్ అవ్వాలనుకుంటున్నారా? వీసా ప్రాసెస్ అవ్వడం ఎంత ముఖ్యమో కరెక్ట్ యూనివర్సిటీని సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకోవడం కూడా అంతే ముఖ్యం. కరెక్ట్ యూనివర్సిటీ అంటే ఏంటి? రైట్ ప్లేస్మెంట్ ఇవ్వడం అంటే జాబ్ ఆపర్చునిటీస్ని ప్రొవైడ్ చేయడము, కల్చరల్ డిఫరెన్సెస్ని సపోర్ట్ చేయడము అండ్ ఫ్యూచర్ గురించి ఆలోచించే యూనివర్సిటీ. అలాంటి యూనివర్సిటీ టాప్ యూనివర్సిటీ న్యూ జెర్సీలో ఉన్నది విలియం పాటర్సన్ అని చెప్పొచ్చు. మరి ఈ యూనివర్సిటీ గురించి మరిన్ని విషయాలు ఈరోజు మాట్లాడదాం. We have with us Dr. Richard and Dr. George. How are you guys?
Doing well, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for asking that. So, firstly, welcome to India. Welcome to Hyderabad. So, how is it going?
It's been a wonderful visit so far. We're thrilled to be here.
Yeah.
And I was last year before COVID, and it's amazing to see the growth and opportunity in Hyderabad.
Hyderabad really is quite a fantastic city. We're delighted to be here.
Great. So to begin with, we've been listening a lot of stories regarding William Paterson universities because the significant prominence in different countries it possesses. So beginning with, start about the journey of William Paterson.
So William Paterson started out in 1855 in teaching women predominantly to be teachers. And it's now grown to a very full university, about 10,000 students. Located in the city of Wayne, New Jersey, which is about 25 miles west of New York City. We have a full array of programs in business, education, science, health. So we're looking forward to seeing many students from Hyderabad on our campus soon.
So good to hear that. So and it's been over the decades, the prominence of the William Paterson University hasn't been changed. So what is your view in that?
Oh, well, certainly, William Paterson is growing in recognition not just in the state of New Jersey, but throughout the United States, and of course, attracting students from around the world. We have an international footprint of students from over 50 different countries, but we are investing in some new academic programs in response to what students are asking us for. So we have a new master's degree in computer science that can focus on artificial intelligence and cybersecurity and emphasis on blockchain. There's also an applied business analytics MBA program. Both of these are STEM designated. So that STEM designated combined with our accreditations with AACSB and ABET lend themselves to the growing prominence of William Paterson.
Good to hear that. As we know that Indian market is filled with STEM actually. Manandariki telusu STEM backgrounds, it might be software, machine learning, AI, everything. Ante India market is huge in that and Indian students are aspiring to do in that. And it's good to know William Paterson lo alanti courses ki sambandhinchi there are many tremendous courses regarding it anamata. So beginning with, so how is a campus support system, like how does campus work regarding cultural events or environment, regarding placements, everything?
When we talk about supporting international students, if it's first the cultural experience, there are two pieces of that. The experience with William Paterson begins before a student even comes to campus. So we're going to be doing things to help with cross-cultural adjustment, understanding all the resources that university has to offer to help students be successful inside and outside of the classroom, as well as into their internships and career outcomes. But William Paterson is also located in New Jersey, in Wayne, New Jersey. This is around 35 kilometers from New York City, and we're really able to help international students have that American cultural experience, our proximity to landmarks like the Statue of Liberty in Manhattan, and just the amazing things that are happening right in New Jersey.
Correct. And we also wish American students also experience the cultural differences or the cultural things from other countries as well. And looking forward that they, as you mentioned, that almost 50 country students are coming to William Paterson universities. So how do you maintain that cultural balance?
So they do it through a variety of ways. We have an international student club. They also can join clubs related to their discipline. There's a variety of activities going on in Shea Auditorium, so they can come and see performing arts presentations. We have Division III sports. We have intramural sports. It's not uncommon that you'll see a pickup game of cricket in the practice field on the weekends. So our international students are really some of the most highly engaged students in our population. So they and the Indian population in New Jersey is very high. It's the largest immigrant group in New Jersey. So not only do they find community on our campus, but when they leave our campus, they
You
find
find the
communities
community.
yes.
So what is the current percentage of Indian students in William Paterson University?
Well, I don't know it by percentage, I know the actual number. So right now we're just shy of 50 students from the country of India at William Paterson, and we hadn't made a large emphasis on recruiting international students prior to COVID. But with President Heldobler joining the university, this is one of his missions. COVID slowed down that progress, but now we have made sure over the past 2 years after I joined William Paterson, working with the president, to create a campus environment that is welcoming and can support international students well. And so part of inviting those students, inviting all of you to our campus, is our visit to India right now.
కరెక్ట్. సో చూసారు కదా, ఆల్మోస్ట్ 50 కంట్రీస్ నుంచి స్టూడెంట్స్ అయితే ఈ యూనివర్సిటీకి వెళ్తున్నారు. అండ్ మన ఇండియా నుంచి ఆల్రెడీ 50 స్టూడెంట్స్ అండ్ ఆల్రెడీ అక్కడ ఉండి చదువుకుంటున్నారు కూడా, అండ్ హ్యావింగ్ దే బ్రైట్ ఫ్యూచర్ కూడా. సో లెట్స్ టాక్ మోర్ అబౌట్ ద యూనివర్సిటీస్. సో వాట్స్ ద క్యాంపస్ ఫ్యాకల్టీ స్ట్రెంత్?
We have 261 faculty. 96% of them are PhD qualified. Most of our programs are accredited. Our computer science holds ABET accreditation. Our business holds a ACSB accreditation. Also, education and nursing programs both hold accreditation. So the faculty comes from diverse universities across the country. They have a really great research profile that we engage students in student-faculty research. And they really enjoy seeing international students on our campus.
Very good.
To add to that, I'd also say that the faculty that we have are international themselves. You know, the dean of our college that houses our new STEM-designated MS Computer Science and Applied Business Analytics MBA is from India himself. So the environment is going to be very welcoming to students.
సో అక్కడ స్టూడెంట్సే కాదు, ద లెక్చరర్స్ అండ్ ద ఫ్యాకల్టీ కూడా ఇంటర్నేషనల్ నుంచి వచ్చిన వాళ్ళు, అంటే ఇండియన్ లెక్చరర్స్ కూడా ఉన్నారు. సో దట్ ఆ బాండ్, అంటే లైక్ ఆ కల్చరల్ డిఫరెన్స్ ఎక్కడ అనిపించదు. యూ గెట్ టు నో మోర్ కల్చర్, యూ ఎక్స్ప్లోర్ more cultures in this university అని చెప్పుకోవచ్చు, రైట్? సో కరెంట్లీ వాట్ ఆర్ ద కోర్సెస్ యూర్ ఆఫరింగ్ to begin with, like?
Sure. So at William Paterson, we have over 150 different degree program options between our undergraduate and graduate offerings. We also have a series of certificates that we offer our students. The certificates are important because a student may choose their primary major, but along the way, we want to help you credential different skill attainment that you have while you're in your program. So whether you're doing undergraduate or graduate, you can pursue a certificate along the way. Of those majors, we have 30 different STEM designated programs.
Oh my God, that is a huge thing.
Oh yeah. For the students who are interested in, there's the 1-year OPT for all students, but then STEM designated gives an additional 24 months, so a total of 3 years. We have 6 of these programs at the graduate level. We have 24 at the undergraduate level, all in high demand fields that international students are telling us that they are interested in pursuing.
రైట్. సో 150 ప్లస్ కోర్సెస్ ఉన్నాయంట, అండ్ స్టెమ్లోనే మోస్ట్ ఇంపార్టెంట్లీ స్టెమ్ రిలేటెడ్ కోర్సే అరౌండ్ 30 ఉన్నాయంట, అండ్ ప్రతి ఒక్కటి కూడా సర్టిఫైడ్, విచ్ ఇస్ మోర్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ అని చెప్పుకోవచ్చు, బికాస్ ద సర్టిఫికేషన్ ప్రూవ్స్ దట్, అంటే ఎంత వాల్యుబుల్, ద క్రెడిబిలిటీ ఇంక్రీజెస్ త్రూ అవుట్ ద కోర్స్ అనమాట. యూజీలో కానీ పీజీలో కానీ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఈజ్ హ్యాపెనింగ్ అని చెప్పాలి దిస్ పర్టికులర్ యూనివర్సిటీలో. సో హౌ డు ద క్యాంపస్ ప్లేస్మెంట్ అండ్ ఇంటర్న్షిప్ ఆపర్చునిటీస్ ద యూనివర్సిటీ సపోర్ట్?
Sure. The university has a very active career development center that helps students secure internships. We also have advisory boards for all the colleges that are filled with industry professionals that will mentor students or will come and lecture to classes and connect them with different industries in order to get their placements. So we find that about 40% of the students who do an internship actually get hired by the company where they actually do their
pre-placement offer as
yes.
such, yeah.
And they do have the OPT opportunity in a STEM related area. So the internship program, we have the Pesci Family Mentoring Institute as well, which connects you with an industry professional in your field for one-on-one mentoring opportunities. So there are a lot of internship opportunities, and of course, Northern New Jersey is rich with Fortune 500 and Fortune 1000 companies.
Okay.
And of course, our proximity to New York City, students can actually get on the bus on our campus, go to New York City, and come right back to campus, and they can do their internship in Manhattan.
Great. So regarding the job placements, the campus placements as such?
Well, one thing in terms of job placement, students also find themselves interested in a lot of the startups that are happening in the area. So it's great to have that well-established legacy corporations and companies to get engaged with, that the university invests in those relationships to make it easier for our students. Although students have to play an active role in this process. So we're going to encourage you, so that you're a strong lifelong learner. We want to help you get that first job and that first placement, and we're going to do everything we can to support you, but also give you the skills you need to continue advancing in your career after you've left the university. But if students are looking for jobs on campus, those are going to be available. And I always advise students, especially when it's their first semester or second semester, you may not find the job that is your dream job on campus. Maybe instead of working in the academic department, what's available is something that's in the library or another part of campus. You should still take that job. That will help you begin the networking process, especially when it puts you outside of your normal comfort zone. That's really where many of the surprise or secret opportunities lie.
Right, very well said. So what is the placement percentage that you possess?
In terms of placement after graduation,
Yeah.
I think we just said a moment ago that 40% of our students often get hired by the jobs where they do an internship. We have something called the Pesci Mentoring Institute. I believe 97% of those students are placed, and we want students to participate in that mentoring institute. So there are opportunities there. So we're in a fortunate position where we really are able to help our students get into that ideal situation, including our international students. Part of that preparation the university has been doing prior to investing in recruitment is positioning ourselves to have relationships, not just recruiting students.
వెరీ వెల్ సెడ్. సో చూసినట్టయితే అంటే ఇంటర్న్షిప్స్ కానీ లేకపోతే స్టార్టప్స్లో వర్క్ చేయడం కానీ క్యాంపస్ ప్లేస్మెంట్స్ కానీ జాబ్ ఆపర్చునిటీస్లో కానీ త్రూ అవుట్ ద జర్నీలో వాళ్ళు మనల్ని సపోర్ట్ చేయడానికి ఉన్నారంట. అండ్ మోస్ట్లీ ఇక్కడైతే 40% ఎవరైతే ఆల్రెడీ ఇంటర్న్షిప్ చేశారో వాళ్ళకి ప్రీ ప్లేస్మెంట్ ఆఫర్ కూడా వచ్చేసిందంట. దట్ ఈస్ హౌ, ఎందుకంటే ఆ ఫార్చ్యూన్ కంపెనీస్తో వాళ్ళు టైఅప్ ఉన్నారు కాబట్టి దట్ ఈస్ హౌ ఇట్స్ వర్కింగ్ అని చెప్పుకోవచ్చు. అండ్ కమింగ్ టు వాట్ ఈస్ ద ఫీ స్ట్రక్చర్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ యూనివర్సిటీ?
Sure. So for our international students who are interested in applying specifically, even if you want to start for this fall or what is our August of 2025, we do encourage you to apply sooner than later. It affords you a lot of opportunities. Our undergraduate and graduate degrees are accessible to international students for under $20,000 US. That's before any merit scholarships would be applied. Our international students are eligible for the same range of merit scholarships as our local US citizen students, but it's important to apply early because some of the resources behind those scholarships, they can be used by the students who applied earlier. So we want everybody to apply as early as possible.
Okay, so do you support in any payment process?
Yeah. So there is a payment plan students are eligible for. There are a variety of ways that we can help students obtain that all-important William Paterson degree.
ఓకే, గ్రేట్. సో మంచిగా నేషనల్ స్టూడెంట్స్కే కాదు ఇంటర్నేషనల్ స్టూడెంట్స్కి కూడా స్కాలర్షిప్స్ ఇస్తారంట. బట్ ఎంత ఎర్లీగా అప్లై చేసుకొని ఆ మెరిట్ మనం అంటే ఆ టెస్ట్ రాయడం కానీ అలాంటివి మనం చేసినప్పుడు మెరిట్ స్టూడెంట్స్కి అయితే స్కాలర్షిప్స్ ప్రొవైడ్ కూడా చేస్తారు. సో దెర్ ఇస్ నో డిఫరెన్స్, అంటే నేషనల్ స్టూడెంట్స్ అయినా ఇంటర్నేషనల్ స్టూడెంట్స్కి అయినా ప్రతి ఒక్కరికి ద ఫీ స్ట్రక్చర్ ఇస్ బెటర్ అని చెప్పుకోవచ్చు, అకార్డింగ్ టు ద మెరిట్ అని చెప్పాలి. అండ్ కమింగ్ టు, సో యాజ్ యూ మెన్షన్ దెర్ ఆర్ మెనీ కంట్రీస్ పీపుల్ ఆర్ స్టూడెంట్స్ ఆర్ కమింగ్ టు యూనివర్సిటీ యాజ్ సచ్. సో హౌ డూ యూ మెయింటైన్ ద safety and security regarding, because some misconceptions are there regarding that there may be racism or some discriminations that are misconceptions, I must say. But how would you manage in providing them a safe and secure space?
Sure. So the university is in a suburban area of Wayne, which is very safe. The university has its own police force on campus, and we also have, if students by and large, students walk across campus at all times of the day and night and feel very safe. But if a student does feel unsafe, there's a number they can call, and they will have an escort from their one building to another building. We have an app that they can put on their phone that if they sense any danger, they can hit the button and someone will be there right away. We also push messages out to students if something happens on campus. But by and large, our safety record is really A+. So it's a very safe environment to be in.
Correct.
And our family members who are even here home in India can sign up to get those alerts. So if they hear something and maybe their son or daughter doesn't tell them about it, families at home can be informed about what's happening on campus as well.
Okay, good to know. So safety paranga kuda ante chaala mandiki bayalu untayi akkadiki vellanka discriminations untayemo ani, కానీ అట్లా ఏం లేదంట. బికాస్ చాలా సెక్యూర్గా, అంటే వీళ్ళకి ఒక పోలీస్ అంటే సెంటర్ ఉందన్నమాట, పోలీస్ కమ్యూనిటీ లైక్ ఒక గ్రూప్ ఆఫ్ పీపుల్ ఉన్నారు వీళ్ళకి అసోసియేటెడ్ అయిన వాళ్ళు, అండ్ అంత సేఫ్గా సెక్యూర్గా వాళ్ళు మనల్ని చూసుకుంటారు కాబట్టి దెర్ ఇస్ నో డౌట్ ఇండియా నుంచి కాల్ చేసినా కూడా అద్భుతంగా ఉన్నాము, కరెక్ట్ వేలో ఉన్నాము, ఫ్యూచర్ కోసం కష్టపడుతున్నామని చెప్పుకోవచ్చు అని చెప్పొచ్చు. సో కమింగ్ టు స్టూడెంట్స్ హూ ఆర్ ఆల్రెడీ బీన్ ఇన్ ద యూనివర్సిటీ, సో వాట్ ఈస్ ద ఫీడ్బ్యాక్ ఫ్రమ్ దెమ్? యూ ఆల్వేస్ హియర్ దెమ్, the alumni or any of the students?
Well, sure. With our current students, we have the International Student Club, so there's a lot of engagement with them. In a moment, I'll ask our president to talk a little bit about what happens at Pizza with the President, because this is another way we get feedback. But later this month, we are actually going to be holding a series of focus groups where we sit with international students to understand what is your experience like on campus. And there are two things I want to get from that. I want to understand, how did you first learn about William Paterson University? Why did you choose to be here? And are we living up to your expectations? And then the other part of that is, if there's an expectation that we aren't living up to, I either want to help reach that goal or help understand how do they get that expectation and how do we level set that so that we're able to have the perfect experience for students moving forward.
Okay, so any of the students come from the background, they're being successful and come back to the same college and talk about the experience regarding them?
Oh, well, certainly as alumni, yeah, we have a growing international alumni base, and they are very involved with the alumni office. So whether they're coming back to connect with the current international students or to give talks to students on campus, there are ample opportunities for that kind of engagement.
Yeah, they're our biggest promoters, because students see themselves in our alumni. So having them come back to say, I was where you are, once upon a time, and look what I'm doing today. You can see the students sort of get the excitement in their eyes kicks in, and they're very excited to hear from our alumni.
Okay, so how many students are alumni students so far?
We have 90,000 alumni
Oh
in and around the world, so it's a very extensive alumni network, and they're very devoted to each other. So if you're thinking about getting your degree on the East Coast, but you want to go work in the West Coast, we have a group of alumni who are in San Diego who will help you in that area. We have a group of alumni in Washington, D.C. That will help you as well. So it's a very vast and well-connected network of alumni.
Great. That defines the success of the university, I must say. So almost 90,000 alumni students ఉన్నారంట. అంటే ప్రీవియస్లీ ఆ కాలేజ్లో చదువుకుని సక్సెస్ఫుల్గా జాబ్స్ చేయడం కానీ, లేకపోతే నెట్వర్క్ బిల్డ్ చేయడం కానీ, లేకపోతే స్టార్టప్స్లో పెట్టడం కానీ, ఇలా చాలా దాంట్లో వాస్ట్ పీపుల్ అయితే ఇన్వాల్వ్ ఉన్నారు. సో దట్ వన్స్ మనం అక్కడికి వెళ్ళాం అనుకో, అల్యూమినై స్టూడెంట్స్తో కూడా మనం టైప్ అవ్వచ్చు. దిస్ ఇస్ హ్యూజ్ స్కోప్ ఆఫ్ నెట్వర్కింగ్ అని చెప్పుకోవచ్చు. అండ్ సో యాజ్ అ యూనివర్సిటీ, సో వాట్ ఈస్ your philosophy that is working out since the decades?
Do you want me to jump in first?
Sure.
When I think about the philosophy of William Paterson, it starts with this WP you can see on my lapel pin, but even in the picture behind us, this large WP, it's William Paterson, but it's also willpower. We want to help power students to understand the agency that they have in their own success, inside the classroom, outside the classroom, and even beyond into their career outcomes. Willpower is a philosophy that pervades the William Paterson campus, and it extends to another thing that we talk about, which is being a powerhouse of progress. The university is so well connected with area industry, our alumni networks, all of these things, that we are a powerhouse of progress for the state of New Jersey, but also the country and increasingly the world. And it's a really exciting place. There's a lot of momentum at William Paterson. So if you're just getting started, or maybe you're not that bold person yet, coming to William Paterson is a place where you're going to find that identity and then have a big support network to help you achieve your goals.
Very well said.
So I think the other piece is that international students bring a different lens to the campus. And as the world becomes more interconnected, having a international presence on campus and understanding how different people think and view the world will only make you better prepared for a future job market.
Correct. సో వీళ్ళ మోటివ్ ఒకటే అంట, ఎవరికైతే విల్ పవర్ ఉంటే ప్యాషనేట్ స్టూడెంట్స్ ఉన్నారో, వీళ్ళు కంఫర్ట్ జోన్లో కాకుండా ఏదో ఒకటి సాధించాలి అనుకునే వాళ్ళకి ఈ యూనివర్సిటీకి వస్తే వాళ్ళ ప్యాషన్ ఏంటో వాళ్ళే తెలియజేసుకొని ఆ సక్సెస్ టువర్డ్స్ వెనకాల వాళ్ళు అంటే నెట్వర్కింగ్లో కానీ ప్లేస్మెంట్స్లో కానీ ప్రతి ఒక్కటి సపోర్ట్ చేసుకుంటూ వాళ్ళ సక్సెస్ గురించి ఆలోచించడమే ఈ యూనివర్సిటీ యొక్క లక్ష్యం అని చెప్తున్నారు. So coming to, so as we can see, the universities have been many universities in the country, New Jersey as well. So there's a competition regarding this as well. So how will you manage this? So how can we say that the USP that William Paterson has continuously been there and students are excited to come and join the university?
One aspect of that is that William Paterson has certain rankings and recognition in our area of the country, but more than that, it's the specialized accreditations that we have. We can look to see where our faculty have come from, where they're doing their research, and what the classroom experience is going to be for international students and all of our students when they come to William Paterson. But I like to focus on the specialized accreditations. As we mentioned before, with the new Masters of Science in Computer Science, it has ABET accreditation. The new ABA, or Applied Business Analytics MBA program, has AACSB accreditation. That puts it among the top % of degree programs for MBAs in the world. And so that lends itself to the investment in the outcomes we need for what's happening in the curriculum, our advisory boards, and engagement with industry, so that what's happening in the classroom is preparing students for the real world. And that's where that connection with the alumni and what they're achieving is what motivates and keeps our prospective students excited.
Yeah, our rankings have consistently gone up over the past 5 years, and we were recently designated by the Carnegie classification as a research university. So that speaks to the research dollars that we're bringing in and the research that our faculty are doing in collaboration with our students. So it is one more great reason to come to William Paterson.
కరెక్ట్. సో వీళ్ళ యూఎస్పీ ఒకటే, అంటే ఎన్ని యూనివర్సిటీస్ ఉన్నా కూడా వీళ్ళ దాంట్లో మేజర్ థింగ్ ఏం చెప్పాలి అంటే అంటే ఫ్యాకల్టీ కానీ ప్రతి ఒక్కటి కూడా అంటే పిహెచ్డి ఫ్యాకల్టీ ఉండడం కానీ, రీసెర్చ్ బేస్డ్ అంటే కరికులం మెయింటైన్ చేయడం కానీ, ఇలాంటి యూఎస్పీ వల్లనే అది సక్సెస్ అవుతుంది అంటున్నారు. అండ్ రీసెర్చ్ బేస్డ్ ఏ యూనివర్సిటీస్ ఎప్పుడైతే ఉంటాయో అక్కడే ద నాలెడ్జ్ ఇస్ డైవింగ్ అని చెప్పుకోవచ్చు. సో స్టూడెంట్స్ లైక్ as we can see in universities, so how well you maintain the current market standards? Like innovation is the key, we always say. So today it's AI, tomorrow it's cyber security. So how will you manage in upgrading to the current trends?
So we do that through our advisory boards on the colleges, which are staffed with industry professionals and some alums. And they're always talking with the deans and the faculty about the currency of the curriculum, but also what's happening 5 years out in their areas. So we're always trying to look forward about 5 years to say, what do we think the next hot thing is going to be? Where are the markets trending? How do we develop curriculum and hire faculty in order to get those degrees in place so when it hits, we're ready to go? So it's really through our advisory boards that play a critical role on our campus that we do that.
Correct. So would you like to add on something regarding that?
It's certainly the advisory boards play a role, but I think it's also our conversations with prospective students and their families. Where is the demand and interest from the families who are investing in an education? And we recognize how big it is an investment, often not just for a student and maybe their parents, but it's a larger family investment for a student to study in the United States. So we're always listening and monitoring feedback from them as well to add to that conversation.
Correct. సో వీళ్ళు చెప్తుంది ఒకటే, అంటే ఒక ఫ్యామిలీ ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్ అంతా కూడా ఒక స్టూడెంట్ అంటే లైక్ వాళ్ళ కొడుకు భవిష్యత్తు మీద, వాళ్ళ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ మీద ఇన్వెస్ట్ చేస్తూ ఉంటారు. అందుకోసము లైక్ కరెంట్ మార్కెట్ ట్రెండ్స్ ఏంటి అంటే వాళ్ళకు ఒక అడ్వైజరీ బోర్డు ఉంది, ఇప్పుడు మార్కెట్లో ఏం జరుగుతుంది, ఏం నడుస్తుంది, దానికి సంబంధించిన నెట్వర్కింగ్ ఏం చేయాలి, ప్లేస్మెంట్స్ ఎలా పెట్టాలి, స్టూడెంట్స్ని ఇంకా దానికి ఎలా మోటివేట్ చేయాలి, డ్రైవ్ చేయాలి అని. సో హౌ వెల్ ఇట్స్ స్ట్రక్చర్డ్ అని చెప్పుకోవచ్చు త్రూ దిస్ అని చెప్పాలి. సో వాట్ ఆర్ ద అదర్ ప్లాన్స్, ఫ్యూచర్ ప్లాన్స్ దట్ యువర్ యూనివర్సిటీ is thinking of regarding expansion or something as such, expansion in terms of courses or in terms of universities?
Well, I think part of that is what brought us to India right now is we have made our campus a place that is very welcoming for international students. So now we're investing time to meet students where they are and start not just recruit students, but build relationships. The 2 new programs, the MS in Computer Science as well as the MBA that are STEM designated, is an example of what that investment is. And that's part of the momentum we have right now. So we're working right now to realize those outcomes. And as those become successful, we'll work with those current students and families to see what that next step is going to be.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I think that in New Jersey in particular, and I think STEM will be a focus, and also allied health, where there's a huge pharmacy industry in New Jersey and allied health. You'll see programs sort of burgeoning in those areas at William Paterson in the next couple of years.
Oh, great. సో ఇప్పుడైతే ఇంకా స్టెమ్ బేస్డ్ ప్రోగ్రామ్స్కి సంబంధించి ఇంకా ఇన్నోవేటివ్ ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ తీసుకురావడానికి ఇంకా ప్లానింగ్ ఉందన్నమాట. సో బికాజ్ స్టెమ్ అనేది ఎప్పటికీ మారదు, ఇండియాలో స్టెమ్ బేస్డే నడుస్తుంది గ్రాడ్ మార్కెట్ అంతా కూడా. సో దానికి రిలేటెడ్ కోర్సెస్ మీద ఇంకా ఫోకస్ ఉంది. అండ్ దానికి రిలేటెడ్ మీద ఎవ్రీ మార్కెట్ అంటే ఎప్పుడైనా కూడా అప్గ్రేడింగ్ మార్కెట్ ఏముంది, ట్రెండ్స్ ఏముంది, దాన్ని బట్టి దే ఆర్ గోయింగ్ అని చెప్పాలి. సో లాస్ట్లీ టు ఆల్ ది స్టూడెంట్స్ హూ వాంట్ టు జాయిన్ William Paterson, what do you want to say? Why William Paterson?
Well, for me, it's a paraphrase of what I'd already shared. William Paterson is a place where you will find your willpower. What we're investing in with all of our students is that idea of being a powerhouse of progress. That's for our state and increasingly the world, but when it comes down to it, it's for you. And so we encourage you to apply to William Paterson, or at least visit our website, learn more about us, and if you have questions, we're happy to help you at any time.
There's no better place to learn and live than William Paterson University.
Oh.
We hope to see you all on campus soon.
Great. Thank you so much for having our show today. సో చూసారు కదా, విల్ పవర్ ఉన్న వాళ్ళు ఎవరికైతే వాళ్ళ విల్ పవర్ ఏంటి, వాళ్ళ ప్యాషన్ ఏంటి తెలుసుకొని యూఎస్లో సెటిల్ అవ్వాలి అనుకుంటున్నారు, కరెక్ట్ స్కాలర్షిప్స్ తీసుకొని, కరెక్ట్ క్యాంపస్ ప్లేస్మెంట్ తీసుకొని, జాబ్ మార్కెట్స్ని గ్రాప్ చేసుకొని, ప్రతి ఒక్కటి అంటే కల్చరల్ డిఫరెన్సెస్ లేకుండా ప్రతి సపోర్ట్ ఉన్న యూనివర్సిటీ కోసం చూసుకున్నారైతే వాళ్ళకైతే విలియం పాటర్సన్ ఇస్ ద రైట్ చాయిస్ అని చెప్పొచ్చు. ఇది వాళ్ళ NTV. థ్యాంక్ యూ.